Hello, friend. Erin Chase here from $5 Dinners. I believe we're live. I think there's a little bit of a disconnect here, but we are going to just jump in and get started. Welcome to another episode of the Erin Chase Show. I'm real excited to share this with you today. It's going to make you hungry. I promise. It's just going to make you hungry. We are going to be talking about low cook recipes. I'm going to define what that is. I'm also going to share a recipe list with you. You can see it here pinned on the video. Also, if you type the word low, L-O-W, into the comments, I will message you this blog post link, then you can check it out later when you have time. And I'm really crushing on these types of recipes, and here's why. Because summer is wild and crazy. I have kids all over the place with different activities and camps and opportunities that are just really cool. But what that means is 6 or 6:30 rolls around and I'm like, dinner. Some days I start the slow cooker, some days it's a freezer meal. Like some days I have that dialed in and figured out. But other days it's like, oh goodness, I have to run kids here, there, and everywhere in the afternoon, picking up from a friend's house, picking up from the pool, picking up from basketball camp, whatever it is. And it becomes it's a lot to come along in the afternoon, if you will. And so I need these types of meals. So let me run through, let me define a low cook recipe or low cook meal for you, what I think that is. And then I'm going to walk through a couple of different examples, and that's the part that's going to make you hungry. So Michelle and Kathy are typing low in the comments. I'm going to message you where to find this blog post so you can check it out afterwards. Print out some of these recipes, grab out your notepad, start taking notes. This is actually what we're making these days. And so I want to share this list with you because we've had really good success in the last week and a half or so of our summer. And I hope that this will help you as well. So let's define a low cook recipe. So a low cook recipe is really designed to help you get a meal on the table quickly, 5, 10, 15 minutes. Also not heat up the kitchen. I believe it is supposed to be 106 today here in San Antonio at the beginning of June. That is crazy. That's normally a temperature we see middle end of August. And so we are in for a hot couple of weeks, months, and I need to literally not increase the heat in here at all. And so I think one way to do that is with low cook recipes that are quick and easy to make this summer. So what it is not, that's how I'm going to define a low cook recipe. So a low cook recipe is not a no cook. Okay, bear with me here. This is a lot of O's you're going to hear. It's not a no-cook recipe. So a no-cook recipe is something that you literally have to turn on. Well, okay, we'll get there. It's also not a slow-cooked recipe, whether you're using a slow cooker, an Instant Pot, or a multi-cooker, whatever countertop appliance. It's not that, okay? It's a low cook, meaning the meal involves a small amount of cooking, but can be ready in 5, 10, 15 minutes, okay? So that is a low cook recipe. So I want you to think grilled cheese, quesadillas, nachos, pasta salads. You guys can share some other ideas of low cook recipes that you enjoy. That'll give us other inspiration as well. I do have the 10 recipes on the blog post. So if you type in low, Christine, check your inbox. I will send you a message with the blog post link. That's going to give you this list. And I might add to it as we go along. I just wanted to put in 10 ideas just to get the creative juices flowing for you. But you can also think about the categories as well. Grilled cheeses, nachos, quesadillas, pasta salads. We also have a couple breakfast or brunchy type recipes on there. So that is that. So let's further explain the difference between low cook, slow cook, and no cook. So slow cooked is obviously one that you're going to use a countertop appliance for, slow cooker, Instant Pot, multi-cooker, whichever one of those that you use, a Ninja, a Foodie, whatever it is, right? You're going to let the countertop appliance do the cooking for you. So these are fantastic because they're very hands-off type of recipes, but you have to prepare earlier in the day for them. So you might have to start it at 9 o'clock in the morning if you're cooking on low for 8 hours, or at noon if you're doing high for 4 hours, or maybe 4 o'clock if you're going to start the Instant Pot. and you want to have something fully cooked and ready to go by 5 or 6. So you're going to use that, and you have to kind of plan ahead for that type of a slow cook recipe. A no cook recipe, again, involves 0 cooking. So think peanut butter and jelly, cereal. I know cereal's one of those things. It's more of a snack around here. It's not generally a meal, but it becomes like an extra meal sometimes at the end of the day. Something like a hearty salad or wraps or burritos or tacos, something that you can assemble quickly that either already has a pre-cooked protein or prepared vegetables of some kind. You might have to do a little chopping or something like that. I do, however, want to caution you that if you're using pre-cooked proteins or ingredients, that you might be spending a little bit more money. And I know that everybody is on an extra tight budget these days. Here's a side note and a fun fact. Let's see, I'm banning people as I go here. Okay, I believe that this week, it was close last week, and so it might happen this week. I believe that we will spend more money on gas. There is a little bit of extra driving happening this week, which is why I think it's possible. We'll spend more money on gas than I do on groceries this week. Okay, that's wild and crazy. Side note there. So anyways, we need to be mindful of what we're spending. And so be careful if you're getting pre-cooked proteins, pre-cooked ingredients, pre-chopped things, you're sometimes paying double for those types of ingredients. So might be worth doing an extra little bit of chopping, or, slow cooking a whole bunch of chicken and having shredded chicken already cooked and ready to go to use in a no cook type of a recipe. So just a little side note there. So again, a low cook recipe is going to require a little bit of cooking. We usually can have ready on the table in 10 to 15 minutes. So here's a couple of examples. Caprese grilled cheese. It's going to be shredded mozzarella, a thinly sliced tomato sauce, a little strip of basil to get all those caprese flavors in a grilled cheese. Pizza grilled cheese is another fan favorite around here. We love that. It's grilled cheese with cheddar, mozzarella, pizza blend with a thin little strip of pizza sauce, maybe some pepperonis, because that isn't going to require any pre-cooking for that. So thinking about fun flavors, fun ways to jazz up a grilled cheese, that's a couple options for you there. Another option would be like a quesadilla. The puppies are hot from being outside. A quesadilla or a gyro of some kind. So thinking about ingredients that you don't have to cook. So avocado and black bean with cheese makes a fabulous quesadilla. Again, all these recipes are linked on the $5 Dinners website. I told you this episode was going to make you hungry. Go and check that out. The the blog post is in the comments. It's on the video. And if you type the word LOW, L-O-W, into the comments, I will also message you the blog post link. Gyros are also really fantastic. We have a ground beef gyro recipe that's really great. It's pita. It's a little tzatziki sauce, which you can either make yourself or buy at the store. Browning ground beef is going to be, again, that 5 to 10 minutes of cooking that might be involved. Super fast and easy. Skillet nachos. We're going to switch to nachos now. Barbecue chicken nachos. The barbecue chicken, either you're using leftover barbecue chicken or shredded chicken that you did kind of in bulk or batch, and then adding a little barbecue sauce, tortilla chips, shredded cheddar, shredded mozzarella, shredded Gouda, whatever flavors of that cheese you want to get in there. Really fast and easy options. We love nachos around here. Next, pasta salad. So pasta is, again, a little bit of cooking. It only takes about 10 minutes to get some pasta cooked, and then you can toss it with other ingredients that don't require any cooking. And then, of course, you could chill it if you needed to, or you could just serve it like that. You can mix in things like tuna and peas and tomatoes and mayonnaise-based or vinaigrette-based, cheese, tiny bits of cheese cubes, cutting up a little block of cheese, little salami bits, like whatever you want to toss into your pasta salad. If you think those flavors are going to work together, you've got a really great low cook option for your meal there. And then last category I wanted to mention, light breakfast. So thinking about like a banana breakfast split. This is actually a no cook recipe technically, because it's banana, it's yogurt, it's granola, it's berries. All the food groups that you need right there. A yogurt parfait of some kind, a quinoa parfait. I might actually add that one to this list. It's basically cooked quinoa, whether you cook it in batch and have a little quinoa for dinner the night before and then use the extra that you cooked for breakfast the next day. That's going to be quinoa, yogurt, and berries. Super filling, super delicious combination, and low cook option, especially if you're using any of these sort of like leftover ingredients, if you're doing any batch cooking and you have these options already kind of pre-done. So one last reminder, Sherry, Rose, Nicole, Stephanie, I got you guys, Christine, I'm going to send y'all a message with this blog post link. Check it out, get whatever recipes that you want printed, get them pinned, get them saved, get yourself your own low cook recipe list going, using this as inspiration with recipes that you know your family already likes. I think just the categories alone of grilled cheese and even salads I didn't put on there, but just a salad with a protein that you cook quickly, the breakfast options, the pasta salad options, the nacho options. There's lots of choices for low cook recipes, and I want you to be thinking about how you can incorporate those into your meal plans this summer. So one last reminder, if you type the word low, L-O-W, into the comments, I will message you. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I'll reply to your comment with the link to the blog post. You can also see the link in the description if you are watching this on YouTube, or if you are watching this somewhere other than the $5 Dinners Facebook page. Be on the lookout for the link right there. Go visit the site, get all the ideas written down or printed out and into your recipe binder, however you keep your recipes and organize your meal plans and all of that. I want this to be a list that is going to help you navigate sort of these summer months. They're just different. It's a different kind of busy. It's a different kind of heat. It's a lot of heat right now. 106 today, friend. I don't even know how. I'm going to just be right here in the kitchen working all day. So that is what I wanted to share with you on this week's episode of the Erin Chase Show. I have more goodies to share with you tomorrow. I have a Dinner Made Easy show for you. I'm actually going to be cooking one of these low cook recipes. So we're going to extend this concept into the Dinner Made Easy show on Thursday. That'll be in the afternoon. If you navigate to the events tab here, I'm putting the events in here a week in advance so you can see what's coming up on both the Erin Chase show on Tuesdays and the Dinner Made Easy show on Thursdays. So you can be sure to tune in or get notifications. If you can't join me live, of course, you can catch the replays. We also have the audio version of this on our podcast player. So if you, or any podcast player, we syndicate it out to all of them. So however you listen to your podcasts, you can listen to those as well if you can't catch live. So I look forward to cooking with you on Thursday, making one of these meals. Again, the events tab, go listen on the podcast player or wherever you like to listen to things. I love podcasts when I'm driving, folding the laundry, cleaning sometimes. Sometimes I have to put on like the peppy music for cleaning to really get things going. But anyways, there's some ideas for you, ways to incorporate podcasts into your kind of day-to-day and week-to-week. But I love them, and I hope that you'll enjoy this as a podcast version as well. So that is it for this week's episode of the Erin Chase Show, my friend. It's bye for now, and we'll talk again soon.